Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. This is Lizzie B. Gold from Lizzie's Alkaline Kitchen coming to you live. I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to show you guys something really quickly while I had an opportunity. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it. Now, this I did not make. Somebody made this for me, but this is 100% Dr. Seaweed approved soup. A lot of you guys, this is your Burdock Decoct, you guys. If your Burdock Decoction is not coming out that beautiful dark color, you are doing something wrong, okay? You need to decoct your Burdock, which means you're going to have to toast it in a cast iron that, you know, when you do your cast iron, you should have, like, okay, that whole myth of not washing your cast iron is a myth. You wash your cast irons and you can reseason them. You don't need to leave them oily. But after you wash it, before you reseason, you can toast your Burdock on that. You have to toast it or it's going to suck up all the water and it's not going to decoct properly. And then you'll get this beautiful color as far as your Burdock. And you take a little bit of that juice after you drink your decoction. Drink your decoction. I'll say it again. Drink this root decocted. Taking Burdock in a capsule, y'all. Unless they manage to decoct that root first and then get it in a capsule, it needs to be decocted. That root has fibers in it that must be broken down over heat. You hear what I'm saying? Making Burdock tea, putting a little Burdock in some cup and pouring some hot water over it. It's not going to get you the medicine that you're looking for. When you decoct that herb, it changes that herb, that root, into something that's a whole different beast. Decoct your Burdock, and then you can use that to make other things too once you're done drinking. We put it in our seaweed soup. Look at that. This is kombu. Well, I can just show you what it is, as a matter of fact, if you really want to see. Here. This is in here. Okay. And wakame. Because you guys know wakame kills disease. Wakame kills disease. I'll say it again. Wakame kills disease. There's a reason why all these seaweeds are on the Dr. Seaweed nutritional guide. Seaweed is very important. We are made of salt water. We are a body of salt water. We are a body of salt water. Body of salt water. That's the ocean. Eat from it. Eat the vegetables from the ocean, okay? So, you see these two things. That's what's in here, with some onion and some burdock and some, we've got some oyster mushroom in here, which I get dried like this because I find it takes less time for me to process when I'm doing it like this. When I get wild mushrooms and I process them at home, to do that properly, it takes time and skill, and I'm not as skilled with my mushrooms. I'm good with the portobellas, but the other ones I'm still learning. So be safe. Don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Get these in the bag. This is the best way. If you don't want to use the oyster, hey baby, yeah, you want more tea? My child, I have Wild Mountain tea here. This tea is mint, but it is not the kind of mint that you buy in the store. Yes, you can have some spelt bread. Go ahead and get you a piece of spelt bread. She wants spelt bread and tea, so that's what she's getting. This tea right here that I'm giving her, this has thyme, ground up thyme in it, and it's also got wild mint that I get from my friend Laura when I go to her land. This is not store-bought mint, y'all. This is not that hybrid mint. It's wild. It has a square stem. It grows like the way it is. And I'm just putting a little bit of agave here for her. Just a little bit. Put a little bit more tea. She loves this. She drinks it all the time. It's 100% safe for your babies. She's already had a full cup of freshly hauled spring water. And this is her second cup of tea. And I'll be making some moss here in a moment and then getting to work on some orders that came in. But now, Arietana, she's literally, y'all, she's got herbal tea and she's got spelt bread. That's what she woke up asking for. Now, we've got our burdock here decocting and it's doing its thing, right? Now, these roots are roots that we used last night to make a decoction, okay? We used these roots last night to make a decoction. And now in the morning, we're reusing these same roots to do another batch. And we're going to put some of this juice in here. This soup was so good. This is the second batch because I needed some more. Now, I want to show y'all what this looks like inside of a ladle so you can see the soup. You see that? This is medicine. This is how you cook your medicine. This is how you cook your medicine. Now, people get on the Dr. Sebi Nutrition. Look at that beautiful mushroom. I'm telling y'all, it's not mushy. It's not mushy. That's not beef. That's not pork. That is mushroom. It's beautiful. It tastes good. It sucks up the flavor. It's like you're having a wonderful soup. If you want, you can pour this over some wild rice. If you're just wanting to do mushrooms and sea vegetables because you're fasting, and anyone who has dealt with me knows fasting does not mean that you're just not eating. That's not the kind of fast that we're talking about. We're talking about when you're cleansing and healing your body. That kind of fasting is different, and you will be ingesting seaweed. This is a way to do it. We've got dulce in here. We've got wakame in here. There's kombu in here. This is good medicine. Now, like I said, you don't need to be a forager like me to get a hold of these mushrooms. You don't need to be a forager like me to get a hold of this seaweed. You don't need to know people in the islands like me to get your stuff. You can source it and you can use your resources, and this will work. Now, Burdock Decoction, okay? This is the color. This is the color. Get away from Burdock tea. Unless it's just for fun or you just want a flavor, Burdock tea can make you nauseous if you're not careful. You drink your tea and it's all gone. All right, good girl. So, you know, some roots you need to decoct. Burdock is one of them. You can get some books and study it so that you know which ones are like that and which ones aren't. Ginger is a root. You don't need to decoct it. Burdock, you do. Cascara sagrada and rhubarb, you can take those as a powder without them ever having been cooked, or put them in water and drink them and they will do what they need to do. You don't have to decoct them. This you do. Now, I'm making this quick, y'all, because I need to sit down and enjoy my tea and my herbs for the morning. Lobster mushrooms. This is how I buy my lobster mushroom, y'all. I do not have capability, knowledge, skill, or wisdom to go harvest this yet. I don't know where they are yet. I'm still learning. I've got people that are teaching me. But remember, don't go around talking about stuff you don't know, which is why I haven't taught y'all about mushrooms yet, because I'm still learning. But this is a wonderful mushroom. It's one of my most favorite mushrooms ever. It's the lobster mushroom. I love these mushrooms. You guys really, this can be a lot easier than what you think. Vivian, I love you so much. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I also, dandelion, dandelion root. Okay. Dandelion root does not have to be decocted. I've got some down here. Where is my dandelion? My dandelion root is back there somewhere. I'm not about to dig it out. It's back there somewhere. But your dandelion root does not need to be decocted, you all. But it does need to be processed. It does need to be processed. You do want to cook it down. You want to infuse with your dandelion root. See, decoction, we got to double it down. We got to boil it down times twice. We got to boil it down twice. When you're decocting, okay, let me get my spoon out. My knife, rather. Okay, you see, y'all, how my water was here. Now it's here. It started here. Now it's down by half. A little over half of what it can be if you see where my knife is at, right? Okay? That's decocting. And then you would put more water to add it to here and do it again. That's a double decoct. You're boiling down by half twice. To me, that's the strongest way to do it. Now, your dandelion root, you can literally boil that down once. Just brew it, brew it on your stove. Or if you want a lighter dandelion root, put it inside of one of these, because dandelion root is very bitter, y'all. It's very, very bitter. And it's also one of those things where I feel the dandelion root is the most powerful when you're doing it raw. You know what I'm saying? Dandelion, to me, is the most powerful when it's raw. I prefer my roots and my dandelion leaves and my dandelion flowers raw. That is going to be the strongest medicine that you can get from that plant. If you're using dried dandelion, then what you want to do is you can French it. Y'all know about this machine. Get a big one. If you're going to use now I like holistic. I say use the root, use the stem, use the leaf, and use the flower when you're working with your dandelion. Sieve it, press it in a press, okay? Drink that and then take the leftover and boil it down. That's going to be your medicine. You see what I'm saying? Use it in a French press to make your tea. Then take the leftover, boil it down, drink that at night. That's your medicine. You see what I'm saying? There's different ways to get your date sugar, my friends. A lot of people, they're confused because they think, yes, we love our vegan cakes, leave me alone. This is the kind that people are used to, and they say it's very difficult to use. No. We've got, you guys, come on, source. We got a source. You got a source. You got a source. Not just date syrup, date sugar, not just maple syrup, y'all. You can get this kind to use for your pancakes. It's in this. Maple syrup is very, very expensive. Make your life easier. Okay? You don't need to always use it in syrup. Get the sugar. Get the sugar. Make your life easier. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's concerned about all these cookouts and stuff that's going on. They want their babies to be able to do stuff and have sneaks and track. Give your baby some bromide so that it doesn't hurt their stomach. Get you some vegan marshmallows and some coconut chocolate. It's chocolate that's made out of coconut only. Get them a vegan graham cracker and let them have their little treat, and then give them some bromide and some herbs the next day so they can enjoy their stomach. Stop playing. There's ways for us to be healthy without going crazy, y'all. We're in the United States of America. We're not about to be over here stressed out going crazy. No good. No good. You feeling tired? Drink some Yerba Mate San Mateo. Get off the coffee. That Yerba Mate San Mateo will save your life. So I'm get off of here. I had to show y'all this soup though, and I don't understand. I can't explain to you guys how tasty this is. It's the most delicious thing I've had in a very long time, which is why I was in a rush to get on here and show y'all, because this is about to get eaten up like now. This is not. Oh, last thing. Next video. What was in here was coconut milk, but it was not regular coconut milk. It's canna coconut milk. Canna coconut milk, which is medicinal coconut milk, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get down with that as well. And that is the best thing to drink alongside your seaweed soup. You know, we've got to start using our herbs properly. You know, the kitchen method is how we start, but then after a while, you've got to start studying and researching so that you can be more efficient with your cooking. I cannot explain to y'all. It's going to change your life. When you start to ingest like this, this is my face. When you start to ingest like this, that's so soft. Look, it's so soft. It's so soft. It's so soft. Like a string bean. Like a string bean. I gotta stop digging my hands in this hot water, but it's so good. I don't care because I'm gonna eat it all. Look at that. Like a string bean. The texture is like a string bean. See? It's the most yummy thing. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? Y'all see that? That's your medicine. This is how you eat. You gotta start eating your seaweed. Stop being scared of seaweed. Y'all starting to be acting real funny out here. Every time I say seaweed, every time I say sea moss, every time I say bromide, everybody's like, making ugly faces, ugly faces. Well, the ugly face you're making about this sea moss, and about this bromide, and about this seaweed, and about these decoctions is why you're still sick. It's why you're still overweight, incredibly. It's why you're still so underweight, you can't gain a pound. Your body's eating away at itself. We got to stop complaining. We've got to stop whining about our food. Take it in. Take it in. Like you take your shots of whiskey, take it in. Like you smoke them cigarettes, take it in. Take it in. Take it in. The way we go to these barbecues, take it in. Okay? I'm not fussing. I'm being real because I've been getting a lot of messages and inboxes, and it seems this is the trouble we're having. People are having issues ingesting the algae. They're having problems ingesting the algae. Yes, seaweed chips. Dude, we ordered this from Amazon, y'all. I get it in a box. I'm not lying about this. There's no way I can make this up. I just reached on top of my refrigerator and I got a box down. And guess what's in this box? Guess what's in this box? Let me flip my camera around. Because folks be thinking that us people that live Sabian are lying. This comes to my house in a box. And it tastes so good. My daughter eats it all the time. She eats it all the time. Here, baby, watch out. Hop about the kitchen. You know, no playing in the kitchen. Get your spelt bread and bounce. This right here, right? All the time. All the time. We've got to get on our stuff. If you don't like you want oatmeal, you know oatmeal's bad, get you some quinoa flakes. It tastes so good. It cooks up like oatmeal and you feel good. You don't want to buy hemp milk. Hemp milk's too expensive. Get you some hemp seeds. Put about this much. This much is all you need in some spring water and blend it up. Boom, you got your hemp milk for cheap and for about 10 times less the price. You don't want to go on Amazon like I did and order a box? Great. I do it at the grocery store too. I do it at the grocery store too. This is nothing but seaweed. This is nothing but seaweed. We cannot be afraid of this. This is nothing but seaweed. We cannot be afraid of seaweed. Untoasted, toasted, flavored, whatever you need. This comes from the grocery store. It comes from the grocery store. We have zero excuse. If we get sick, we can make ourselves healthy. We can also eat things that are going to prevent us from getting sick. This is stuff that we can definitely achieve. You know, we can achieve it for ourselves and we can achieve it for our children. Now, the crazy thing is, this, like I said, I get this from a grocery store. Okay? This is from a grocery store. There's also nori in that soup. I'll say it again. There's also nori in that soup. Okay? You don't like cooking chickpeas? You're trying to get used to it. It's too much of a process. It's too hard. Go buy some of these. And yes, they have the kind that's not curry, because curry is not Dr. Seaweed approved. But if you're just now starting, I'd rather you eat this instead of pinto beans. I'd rather you eat this instead of pork and beans. I'd rather you eat this instead of black-eyed peas. You can buy garbanzo beans that are already cooked in a bag like this, that are plain and are pure with no preservatives. If you need to, you can do what you got to do until you can do better, y'all. You don't like squeezing limes. This summertime, I'm trying to go out and be with my friends. Get you some true lime. Get you some true lime. It's lime oil and lime juice that has been crystallized in a little packet for you. Get you some of this, put it in some water with some agave. Shake it up. You got your lime juice. You don't need to be unhealthy because it's summertime. You know, Ramadan is about to end for us. It's about to be back to fasting and doing all the things that we want to do. It's coming very soon. Now, look, you know, we're going to be serious about this and we're going to understand that nobody is perfect, but eating right and making sure you have these meals in your system is vital. It's detrimental. It's vital and it's detrimental. Now, I love y'all. I'm going to back up out of here. I'm coming, baby. I got to get my little daughter. She's hollering for me. Coming soon. I just purchased a canning machine for the kitchen, y'all. And I've just purchased a new pressure cooker for the kitchen. So I will be making some jars of this soup. It's so good that I have eaten so much these past 2 days. And the recipe is very easy. So I'm going to can and jar some up. And I'm going to make a list, and I'm probably going to pick about 5 or 6 people where if they would like, I will send them a jar so that you guys can taste this lovely soup. And I'm going to do the same thing with a couple Burdock Decocts so that you guys can see what this is supposed to taste like. I love you too, Vivian. It's hard to cook if you don't have a previous example of what it tastes like. You see what I'm saying? We know what we ate as children because we know what it tasted like. Our grandparents were making this stuff for us our whole life. And we know what it tastes like. We know what it's supposed to be like. But the thing is, here's the thing, y'all. This new food, we do not have a precedent for. This new food, we don't have anything that we can compare it to. We've never used these ingredients before, but we're getting there, y'all. We're slowly but surely getting there. And we're gonna be canning things so that we can send them out and start getting them sent out from the website and ordering from here so that everybody can taste what this is like. That way, when you, yes baby, mommy's alkaline kitchen. That way, when you are at home cooking, you have a precedent. You know what I'm saying? You can get some and say, hey, this is what it's supposed to taste like. That's what I was missing. This is what I need. This cooking is easy, y'all. And I know it's easy. You know, people hear me say that and they go, no fucking way. There's no way this is that easy, right? It is. This soup that I showed you has 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 ingredients in it with a little bit of seasonings. The baby sat and ate a whole bowl last night. My child sat and ate a whole bowl of soup that was made with about 3 different seaweeds and some onion. Now she's 4, almost 5 now. So her pickiness as far as eating has gone up like any 4-year-old will. Okay? She ate a whole bowl of that soup, asked for more. Ate a whole bowl, asked for more. You know, this is what I think is missing from the program. So I just wanted to let you guys know we're working on it. We're going to get some of this stuff canned up so that y'all can taste it. But I'm off. I'm signing off. I'm sorry these videos are short. The website has launched and I've gotten orders in. And I need to get people's stuff taken care of. But I love you guys. And all 3 of you that ordered, I think, are actually on here with me live today. So, I love y'all. I love y'all. Peace and blessings and healing and harmony and namaste. Keep breathing right. We got to breathe right. Be sure you're practicing your pranayama. Be sure you're practicing your breath. Springtime is almost here, you guys. Solstice is almost here. We must be prepared for our summer fasting, which means the majority of our diet has to be fruit this summer. And we're going to learn how to get that in because that's not easy. And I hate that. I don't like that. Y'all know I like my vegetables. I love fruits, but I love vegetables. Oh, I know, sweetheart. I know, Vivian. I got you. And so what we're going to do is after the summer solstice, I've got a few things I need to do. But after the summer solstice, we are going to come in and show you guys the canned items that we have for you. I'm very excited about that. Oh, someone asked me on my inbox about the yarrow. The yarrow is done. The yarrow is beautiful. The yarrow is processed, y'all. The reason why it's not available yet is because I need to try it first. I need to test it first. I need to drink it and eat it first. Y'all know I'm not selling nothing unless I test it and eat it first. But the yarrow is ready, y'all. Look at that. I got it dried. Full plant. From rooter to the tutor. From the rooter to the tutor. Now, this is one that everyone always asks about. It gets confused with a lot of other plants. This is very powerful. Yes, your book, Vivian. This is a very powerful plant, very powerful herb, y'all. Very powerful herb. Very excited about that. This is your cilantro from the wild as it flowers. Cilantro from the wild as it flowers. It flowers like this, y'all. It flowers like this from the rooter to the tutor. This is the way cilantro looks when you let it grow into its full beauty. We're going to be offering this soon, okay? This is your food. The little flowers that we buy that they call cilantro, it's the bottom. But this is what the full plant looks like in all of its beauty, okay? This is how we're supposed to eat that plant. This is how we eat that plant right here. This is our sage, okay? We're drying this to make some smudges. Ruta to tuta. And the reason I say ruta to tuta is because if you look over here, y'all, you can see the sage flower. Sage has a beautiful purple flower. We have this in its holistic form, okay? You need to know what the flowers of these plants look like. So we have a ruta to tuta yarrow, a ruta to tuta cilantro, and a ruta to tuta sage. I love y'all so very much. I've got to get off. Y'all know I will be on here soon. James Jane, I love you very, very, very much. And I got the address to you. I'm fitting to put my order in. And Sonia, I love you very much. I haven't seen you in a while. You're the best. I'm glad you popped in. Rashada, I can't say much about you because you know that you're like one of my favorite people in the whole world. I love you so much. Jasmine, I see you over there. I'm about to hit you up in just a moment. And yeah, I am signing off. I love you guys. I love you guys. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising to you all.